So Woomer Art sent me their color pencil. It's a 72 color pencil set and really excited to see how this will turn out. And I'm really sorry if there's a word that I can't pronounce properly because English isn't my first language and I hope you understand that. Anyways, the design of the case looks elegant and I really like how minimalist the style is. The pencil looks great and I can already tell at first glance that this will be a great colored pencil set. So here it says that it has a good light fastness, soft core, artist quality, and saturated colors. At the back it also says this, and we're also gonna test if it's really break resistant. You can also see here the code of each color pencil so you can find it easily. It is also a color swatch chart and we're gonna use it later. The design of the color pencil looks good, and when I first hold it, it was a bit heavy compared to my cheap color pencils, and I think that's a good sign and it really feels premium. I was gonna save the packaging, but the color swatches chart is inside of it, so I don't really have a choice. When I first used the color pencil, it is a soft core and I can feel how smoothly it glides onto the paper. Also, the pencil lid feels sturdy, which is definitely a good thing. The colors look saturated, but I think they would pop more if I were using a white paper. I'm not sure what kind of paper was used for this chart, but I feel like it's preventing the colors from standing out as much. That's just how I feel. But still, it looks better in real life compared to how it appears on camera. By the way, this is my first time using a color swatch chart, so forgive me if I didn't do it correctly. As I said before, the color looks better in real life. It is more saturated and more vivid compared on how the camera captured it. And it also has a light fastness indicator at the label. Here I am testing if the pencil core is sturdy enough, and as I test it, it was sturdy, and that is another good thing about it. Here I'm trying to test the blendability of the pencils, if it is easy to blend, and I'm testing it on a sketch of a nose. It's not perfect, but it's enough to be a test sample. I always start with the shadows because it helps me to build the depth of the drawing. You can see me using a violet colored pencil. The reason for that is it helps desaturate the colors of the other color pencils, making the shading look more realistic. You can also see me using a yellow color pencil because it helps to make the drawing look more vibrant and saturated. I use yellow and violet color pencil as the base layer of the midtones. I really like the combination of these two colors because it makes the shading look way better. Then I burnish it with a flesh color pencil. I use a very soft circular motion when I'm doing burnishing because I want to add more layer on top of it. When I burnish, I want to apply another layer of shadows to refine the depth of the drawing, because burnishing with light colored pencil can cause some shaded areas to fade. I do this to avoid making the drawing look flat. As you can see, I'm just refining the drawing until I'm satisfied with the shading. The pencils really do blend easily, which is one of the great things about them. Now let's try it on a real drawing. I'm really excited to see what these pencils can do, and I want to bring out the best in them. I always start with the eyes in every drawing I make. It's just so satisfying to draw them, which is why I do them first every time. Again, I start with the darkest areas of the drawing. This is always my priority. I use yellow and violet as my base colors because the person I am drawing has brown skin, and this helps the skin stand out more. In this part, I'm shading very lightly, blacking out the shadow areas, and then continuing to layer other colors before I proceed to burnish it. When I burnish, I always adjust my pressure because I want to achieve a smooth shading result. You can see me using green on the nose because it helps balance the warm reds and yellows usually found in the skin. When mixed, it creates a more natural and realistic look. This is also the same for violet. I use yellow to enhance the saturation of the skin tone. I also use it as a base color for the highlighted areas to make the light parts look more vivid and natural. I make sure to always keep the highlighted areas bright because they play a big role in making the drawing look better. At this point, I've run out of things to say. My brain just isn't braining anymore. I'll stop talking now and let you enjoy the drawing process. Peace out. The color pencils were really great. I really like the saturation of the colors and I didn't have a hard time blending them. If you want to buy these pencils, here's a 10% discount code for both the official store and Amazon. I'll provide a link in the description so you can access it easily. I'm really happy with how the drawing turned out and I love to do another piece using these colored pencils.